week's episode of Behind the Comedy Mic with Steve McAnally. Today we have, for the luck of St. Patrick's Day, another Las Vegas local comic that also has very much Irish heritage. He's Mr. John Gilligan.
It looked like I gave you a wink, but I was actually trying to avoid a bug flying into my eye. Hi everybody, happy St. Patrick's Week.
That's
Pleasure
right.
to see you guys.
John, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your comedy career and what's kind of going on in your neck of the woods right now.
My comedy career is just as stagnant as yours. We work in Las Vegas. It's the greatest city in the world to do any kind of comedian work. It doesn't matter if it's improv. I don't care. Get out here and try it. I'm heading on tour. We're going up to Idaho, Pocatello and Burley, followed by Twin Falls, Idaho. We'll be up there this weekend for shows at the Orpheum Theater for St. Patrick's Day, me and Sean McBride. And then I'll be back in Montana at the end of the month, Chicago next month, Florida, Hawaii.
That's right. Hey, you're going through, John is going to be going through my birth town and my hometown. He'll be heading through Blackfoot, Idaho, and also at Idaho Falls, Idaho, and then he'll be on his way back through Montana and Utah, or Wyoming. He'll be swinging through Salt Lake City. So he and John Hilder will be doing a show there. It'd be definitely worth the time to go see.
Absolutely.
Cool. So tell us what's your Irish traditions, man, other than getting drunk on whiskey for breakfast and beer for an afternoon lunch.
A pint of breakfast or a pint of beer.
That's right.
My St. Patrick's Day tradition is I like to get drunk and I lay in the sky and I scan the heavens for the great potato phantom year after year after year. Some people find that amusing, even though the potato famine killed millions. We can get away with it because we're Irish. But you tell one Jew joke in New York City,
you're done. It's all right to mess with it. You know what's funny is I love being our Irish heritage. It's fantastic. I like that meme that's on Facebook right now where it says, you know, the Irish are offended by this or that or that. And he goes, who the fuck are we kidding? They're Irish. They're not a bunch of pussies. We're not offended by anything.
It's impossible to offend us. And if you do Google me, Google John Gilligan comedy, not John Gilligan gangster.
Nice.
You have to make sure you differentiate between the comedy because Ireland's biggest criminal ever is named John Gilligan. So I can't even have a website called John Gilligan because it directs to him. That
is funny. How you should be like the John Gilligan, the Irish gangster of comedy or something, you know?
It's not a bad idea. I mean,
do something like that. That's what I like about my name being so uncommon. If you Google me, there's 3 of me in the entire world.
Really?
That's it. There's only 3. The funny part is one of them lives in Arizona and is I think he's a surveyor or a lawyer, and then the other one lives in Washington and is either a surveyor or a lawyer. And I'm waiting going, God, at least they got respectful jobs. Here I am, and I'm a comic. I get to talk about my penis on stage quite a bit.
You don't have to.
I don't have to, but I choose to.
He chooses to because it's delicious.
It's delicious. It's magically delicious.
Which is funny. We were having a discussion about where he pees in his yard outside before this, and he put up his hand like this to indicate where he pisses. Like he's got an aimless 2-liter bottle in the backyard. We're Irish, dude.
I know.
I use a finger to point it.
That's why I don't wear condoms. I'm tired of them falling off.
Yeah, it was a waste of money.
Yeah. I tried once and it fell off and I never did again. I was too embarrassed. So I had kids.
I don't want to, yeah. Mine's so big they just pop off and just put in a garbage bag on a refrigerator.
That is kind of funny.
Just awkward.
You know how those swimmers, they put those swim caps over and they blow it up? I thought about doing that down here to make it expand and then watching it shoot off. The only problem is I'm afraid I'd circumcise myself twice if I did that.
Imagine.
They took too much.
Have you ever heard of these horrible stories? There's a camera operator behind us. You're included in this conversation. Have you heard these stories of people damaging their penis doing something stupid? Like I bruised mine over fucking, if that's the correct word. Do we have to edit that out?
No,
I once had something that hurt my pee-pee happen during an intercourse with a vagina.
Nice.
It felt like it folded in half.
Usually that happens on like reverse cowgirl.
Yes, that's kind of how it happened.
And when you're a guy, you could care less that it happens. You hurt like hell, but you're 2 seconds later, you're like, just get back on there. I know. We're guys.
Yeah.
Like John Hilder's joke, I go until I blow every time. It's one of the best lines, man. It's a funny thing that he says. So, but
John Hilder and me will be in Salt Lake City once again. If you guys didn't catch it, in Scobie, Montana. Watch out, Scobie, if you're watching now.
I don't know too much about Scobie, but I know they have a lot of sheep up there.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of it. I've never been there, and I'm excited to go up there.
Montana's actually really
Big
pretty.
sky. We'll see you.
They got a lot of beautiful country up there. It's actually really pretty. Not a whole lot of people in Montana or Wyoming.
Yeah, Montana's the least populated state, I understand.
No, Wyoming is actually the least populated. Yeah, because if you've ever been there, you
Everybody
understand
moved
why.
to Montana.
You'd understand why. Wyoming is, if it's certain areas like Jackson Hole is really beautiful, pretty area. Alpine area is beautiful. But the rest of the state, man, it's not. It's brown. It's like Vegas to Brown in Vegas with no palm trees and no gambling. So why the hell go? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is a lot of uninhabitable Western United States.
And then again, they had Dick Cheney as a governor there. So why the hell would you really go? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not political, so who's Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
How about that Nixon, though? I'm learning.
That Nixon was an awesome fella. He was the president when I was born.
I think I had Johnson. 1967. So JFK had been dead for 3 years. They finally stopped crying around then.
So that's when you had LBJ?
When I was a kid, everybody had a picture of JFK and the Pope in their house, as though they were related, and the British people would have the Queen.
Well, he was
a New York thing.
He was the very first Catholic and only Catholic that's ever been president.
And youngest and handsomest.
Man, he had some hot tail, didn't he?
Yeah, well.
Jacqueline Kennedy was a very good looking first lady.
When you think about that, like if Barack Obama died and you found out that his wife was about to marry an Arab oil guy, wouldn't you feel a little strange? Like, he was a Greek shipping magnate. That struck me as weird. Like, he went from president to shipping.
She went from a guy that was going to make a lot of money for speaking endorsements to a guy that already had a lot of money. So, you know, I'm sure she was about the money. We know that. We're both poor. We married. Luckily, our women married us for love. I was in high school and broke when I got married, so my wife had no choice but to go, yeah, I guess I do love him.
Yeah, so, I was just thinking about that. Him and his wife have been together since they were 4.
Pretty close. She was 4, I was 6.
Have you told the story?
Not really. Most people know the following, but yeah, it'll be together 26 years in July. We've been married 25 of them.
Wow.
So it's been pretty good.
So you rushed right into it. Are you sure if it's going to work? No.
I think we might stay. We might keep each other. It's
not about the kids because they don't live here. It's not waiting for them to grow up. They're gone.
They still live in Utah, so now it's kind of weird being as young as we are, being empty nesters, being in our early 40s and already having kids on their own, and you know it's a cool thing though. Don't get me wrong. Go home and kick your kids out of the house. It's great.
I have one in college. I don't see him, you know, and then one in college that I see every day.
Right on. So
but her plan is to move to Ireland, so I'm going to enjoy this time. She's in hotel and restaurant management, interior design. Actually, she was telling me there's a class for medical office interior design, so people are more comfortable and less stressed out about their visits to emergency rooms and doctors.
Well, one thing, and tell her on my suggestion when she does that, no doctor's office is cool when you have to lay your naked ass on butcher paper.
Yeah.
That is the worst. Buy sheets. Get a damn sheet, doctors.
That's how cheap they got.
Oh, I know.
The doctors used to have sheets when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was used once and they made money. Now everything's, I'm sorry about this rant, America, but go to the goddamn dentist and try and get a filling and see if it doesn't cost you $675.
Exactly. Now you know.
They're professionals. They should be able to look at your tooth and say there's a problem with that. Not I have to x-ray your entire mouth for $300.
Right.
Don't worry, your insurance will cover it. It's only $40 for you today. Oh, $5 a week if you want to do it like that. Like, ooh, hacks.
Now that's exactly every time I go to a dentist, doctor, whatever, that's why I steal every damn thing I can out of the drawers. Every set of rubber gloves, I don't care if I'm going to use them or not, those are mine. Yeah. Cotton swabs, those big huge popsicle sticks. I made a beer cozy for one of those shit. I don't care. No, those are popsicle sticks to me because I ain't sticking that in my mouth.
Yeah, that was a pretty gross thing to do, huh? A big jar of them and sticking your hands
Try this in there. Oh yeah. When we were younger, they didn't
even
care.
The ear light has a new cap for it. Anyway, we got off track. I was telling a story about getting drunk and banging midgets, but...
Well, that's okay. So we'll wrap this up in just a minute.
You guys tuned in late.
John, why don't you tell everybody where's the best place to find you if they want you to be a Facebook friend, Twitter, Instagram, and stuff?
Facebook, John Gilligan Comedian. Follow me. That's my fan page. I also have a regular page, but I'm getting close to the limit on that. At John Gilligan 2 on Twitter and Instagram. And what's next? I guess I have to get a Periscope.
You need a website? You don't have a website?
www.johngilligancomedy.com.
See, there you go. I don't have Periscope or Snapchat. Everybody keeps telling
me. But we
me
have to get into this stuff. We're old and we need to keep up with young kids.
I know.
If we want to be competitive, we can't go out there and tell dick jokes.
I know, damn kids. Hipsters are ruining it for all of us.
We have to tweet our dick jokes.
Exactly. But anyway, if you guys definitely look into John, we'll see you next episode coming up. Have a great St. Patrick's Day and enjoy the living shit out of mine and his heritage.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Peace out, America.